All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Castlevania Nocturne, Season 2, Episode 2. Drolta's back.
Drolta is a night creature vampire something. Cool. The machine is working differently than intended. What was in that book, really, Abbott?
I think you better, check your work and your figures and everything.
Check the fine print of all the details of whatever deal you made or whatever kind of sitch you were put into.
Don't do this on immortals or creatures that might not have a soul, because then you have no control over them. Okay. Or if they're virtuosos with, the arts. Gotcha. All right.
See, you deserve any kind of consequences in any way whatsoever for all this here. You colossal mistake of a man.
Yeah. Just colossal words that might not be good to put at the beginning of a YouTube video for algorithm purposes.
Right, exactly. But Tera is in a colossal
she's in a terrible state right now.
Yeah, a bit of quicksand right now. She is a vampire.
She has fed.
Because
of course she would.
She has a semblance of autonomy.
Right. But she is now following her daughter.
Oh no.
I think this might not go well. It theoretically could. If it does, or if it at least goes well for a while, hey, awesome.
Yeah. But unless plot armor is a thing, we are headed into a situation where this town is going to be painted red, and we're not using paint.
No.
Man. So all that while Alucard's here, and he's giving us so she's kind of got a lich situation, and there's a little bit of a heart put into a mummy, and some blood drinking of the old god, the Sekhmet, that was preserved by... Yeah, okay, cool. Ritual stuff and all that. Yeah, this sounds like some Belmont stuff. Let's get on it.
Time for a life-changing field trip with Alucard. Yeah.
I'm absolutely here for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And maybe... after Maria has a scare with her mom, maybe Maria will be like, sure, let's go away for a little bit to somewhere that's not here. I don't know.
Yeah, but we've got a fun group of misfits that's slowly forming here. And then there's Alucard, of course, just
being
regal and sexy and just Alucard. Also, the Alucard that went through not just the arc that was the OG Castlevania series, but then also all the many, many years between then and now.
Watch. So, okay. Our boy goes off with Alucard. Yeah. And then when he comes back, he's totally dripped out. His style.
Got a beard now.
Yeah, his style has gotten a complete revamp.
Yeah.
No pun intended, actually, believe it or not. And I would love to see that. He's just like, Richter, your style is okay, but it's not just about killing vampires. It's about looking good while you kill vampires.
Exactly. And you kind of need to get a proper magic weapon. I love the whole monk fist, flames thing you've got going on.
And the whip's good, but if you've got that magic, maybe you can do more with it than just enhance your attacks.
I've seen some dope ways in which your magic has been used.
Let me tell you how your great. In
fact, let's drink to it. So let me tell you some stories. I would love to see Richter and Alucard drinking by the campfire. I would find that very fun and very fan servicey in the right kinds of ways.
Exactly.
But y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
Daughter of the sun. She of great beauty and hope. I pledge to deliver healing and justice to your
Drolta. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me the strength to serve them, beloved Sekhmet.
So is this thousands of years ago?
Yeah, maybe.
For every suffering, a wisdom is gained.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Drink it all up and get lots of sleep.
And then a vampire attacked.
Oh.
Or maybe just raiders.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wait. Whoa.
Ooh.
Whoa. Just slaughtered.
Yep. Everyone gone.
Why? To loot?
Maybe.
There'd be no reason to loot this.
Well, I mean, some of the stuff in the sarcophagus looked pretty nice. Yeah.
No, it's to steal. Actually getting full Drolta backstory is awesome.
Show me how to be stronger. Tell me what I must do, and I will do it.
Ah. And then just a random vampire came in, maybe? Oh. Or... Oh, shit.
Okay.
You should have run.
That's terrifying. Oh, shit!
Yeah, it's not enough. Whoa.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
did
yeah.
she become a vampire in a non-traditional way? Oh, wait.
Holy. Whoa.
I pray to be made stronger, and she sent you.
Do you think you can make yourself a vampire? You're not strong enough. You're a feeble woman serving a feeble goddess.
Sekhmet isn't only a goddess of healing.
No way. She's gonna
She
bleed
is
him.
also a goddess of war.
And then drink of the... No way.
Does she need to, like... Does she need to get bit first? Does she need to, like, take the head and...
No, not necessarily. Oh, you could use it maybe to...
For every suffering,
No, okay.
wisdom is gained.
So she
Holy
knew about
shit.
vampires and everything.
Mm-hmm. Badass. Okay.
All right. So 800 years. Wait, no, because it's not even that.
Yeah,
it's
no,
like,
it's like...
it's like the late 1700s, early, like a little bit pre-Napoleon era.
somewhere around there.
So yeah, that's
Yeah, because
she's over
French
500
Revolution.
years old.
Yeah.
Why would anyone steal a corpse?
Turns out all sorts of people will pay for an ancient corpse with no idea what it really is.
Oh, wild. So you could just count on collectors, classic,
Oh.
just greed, keeping it hidden. Whoa! What happened? Whoa.
What? And without her doing her magic.
Yeah. She's
just-
starting to have the vision, like, you know. Oh! Oh, crap!
Trippy.
That's interesting. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh my god, he was just taking a piss.
Someone when they're taking their steed to water.
Do you normally piss in the lake you drink from?
Alucard. This doesn't bode well. King vampires everywhere. I've never seen one before. An eclipse.
Elizabeth Battery, the vampire messiah. She can turn day to night.
Oh,
Oh.
so what will it take to kill her?
We don't know yet.
A lot.
Yeah. Testing out the
Damn.
new digs.
What a dope form, though.
Oh, okay. All right.
Delightful.
I can imagine there's so much art.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Nothing from the sunlight at all.
Yeah, of
It
course.
is pleasant. This eclipse tired you more than the ones before.
And I will have my vengeance on the son of Dracula.
Who right now is leading us to Sekhmet's missing soul.
Gotcha.
Oh.
I like it.
Maria needs you, Just. And you owe it to Tera. And, well, you're...
Ah, no. I'm a Belmont.
Yeah.
Richter, we need to go.
Yeah.
If I can't stop Elizabeth, I'll need a Belmont to finish the job.
What happens if we get to Paris and the money doesn't hold any power?
Well, then at least it's no use to Elizabeth either.
Gotcha. So we go on a little bit of a treasure hunt and end up leading them to it.
Oh.
But, okay.
Can't believe it. I've known these people all my life.
God bless you, brother.
You don't still believe in your god?
Of course I do.
Ooh.
If you want the supplies from your house, we need to move fast.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go in, get out, leave. Girl.
Keep safe.
Now I get it. This is your whole life.
Mm-hmm.
You're basically done with that old life. The one that made this place home is no longer here.
Oh shit.
God, that's so creepy. Oh
Don't be afraid. Victor says you're not my mother anymore.
What do you think?
Did it hurt?
I was protecting you. Saving you from this fate.
It doesn't
That's
matter
all
what
I cared about.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what the pain was. It was all worth it.
And what's it like now?
In ways, the world seems brighter. In others, impossibly dark. It's strange to think that I will live forever. Unless someone kills me. You used to ask to listen to my heart and lay your head on my chest.
No, don't
I
do
can
that.
hear your heartbeat from here.
Okay.
Run!
No! Stop!
She's a vampire, Maria, nothing more. She cannot
Oh.
love.
5 minutes ago, you were making night creatures. Why should I trust you?
Oh, she
You know,
the way
that's
she
a
just
good
walked
point.
Past him.
Yeah. Yep.
God.
All right, what do we got in here?
Oh, yeah.
Dope outfit. Oh.
Brother.
Oh my.
Whoa.
Got a window for the pecs and everything. Oh.
Yeah.
Forgive me, Liddy. I haven't brought any flowers. I have to rejoin the fight. I can't hide away anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, of course.
Okay.
Evil doesn't have to win.
Okay.
All right. Perhaps.
Yeah. Just maybe.
We won't be stopping, so if you need provisions, get them now. For sure, we're being followed.
Nice.
Always being bloody followed.
You're going to turn the tables on them, surprise them, and then take them out with your flying sword thing.
I'm going to find a boat.
I'll hunt, you gather. I mean, you can hunt too.
What are you going to hunt?
These
Right.
dorks.
You actually have to be careful with mushrooms, you know.
I promise I won't poison you.
Yeah, she would actually be a much better hunter than you. Cause, well, I guess you have magic.
They,
but-
they'd both be fine. It's just
Yeah.
so funny to be like, I'll hunt, you gather. It's like, oh, sure. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No, I'm sure you can hunt. Ah. You done skulking around and...
My dragon, look. She has returned.
Yeah.
Magnificent.
Where have you been?
Yeah.
Reconnaissance. Given our new enemies, I thought it best to scout the countryside.
Did you find Alucard?
Not yet.
Not even the little warrior monk who turned against us.
I didn't even bother looking for him. I thought it might amuse you that the revolutionary army has arrived in Mashkul.
We need more corpses for the machine.
Yeah.
I'll see to it.
Why wait until nightfall? It'll be much more fun hunting in the sunshine.
Nice. Just
All right.
flex on him a little bit.
Yeah.
Being like, oh, you can't do that, baby.
Oh, right.
Is
Oh.
that hard for you?
You had the easy job. Mushrooms can't run away.
they are constantly
now?
in vision.
Are you thinking about Edouard?
Sure.
Underestimated them. Of course we didn't know about the eclipse. I've got the measure of them now. Next time, we won't run. Fighting evil. It was never going to be sunshine and flowers.
Ah! Oh, that was interlocked fingers there.
Bro, it's just like...
I suppose it looks quite pretty here. I'll go get those rabbits then, shall I?
There's... Okay. Oh my gosh. Just cut from dorky romance scene to
a bunch of dead people.
Ah. Yeah. Yeah. Fun. Yeah. Oh.
You want to give that back?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. That's smart.
No mind to the fact that you're in a forest.
Oh my god. That is a dope book. Wow. Whoa.
Using bullets against Magneto.
Is thank you so hard?
Yeah, no, you were not dodging that. Yep, down. Oh! Ah, nice! Oh! Ripped it out! Oh! Downloaded his attack patterns! Oh, yeah, little bursts of speed with the flame.
Oh.
That's mine. Yeah.
Very cool.
I hope the vampires in Paris are better than this bunch of wankers.
But the little ones escaped.
I hope the vampires in Paris are better than these.
Now they know where we are going.
Yes, I know. Sorry. I suppose we have to tell Alucard.
And I don't want to give him another excuse for that. Oh, you children look it up.
Why are they being so dorky?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
She found you already.
We are here to protect you.
Well. Bye-bye. What the fuck is that?
Oh, the bullets don't even do anything. Great.
Well, too late. Yeah. Yep. You can't do anything here.
This abomination is your abbot's work.
They tried to use a cannon on her.
They actually managed to hit. Good job. Like.
You can't stop this, Mizrak.
It's like a proper apostle from Berserk. Just.
She'll kill you, and that will be the end of it.
Oh, wisdom is gay. You should have run.
Oh, God.
Whew. The show knows how to be, like, visually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty.
Right. Evocative.
Evocative, yeah.
Oh, man.
All right.
This episode had some fantastic scenes.
Oh, my gosh. Some great scenes.
So,
I love the Tera bedroom.
Yeah, that was
scene with
that was great.
With Marie.
That was haunting. It was
Maria, yeah.
It was surprising. I love that Mizrak comes in and you know, with his very like understandable but one
well-meaning
track, you know, like approach, and the like. Just a little bit ago, you were turning people into night creatures. like, I'm not exactly gonna take your word as gospel, my dude.
Right,
You know,
right.
like
it was a fun thing for Mizrak to then go from this scene to then realizing that the thing that he helped serve and create ended up creating this monster that then went around and just murdered people en masse.
just cause, yeah,
Just because.
yep,
Basically, like, it's a perfect little example of showing how powerless some of the people are in this scenario, but also to see that their world has been properly ripped from them, and they're never getting that back.
Nope.
In a lot of ways, that's kind of what this episode, I feel like, was focusing on, was that
sure.
even down to the characters that are, like, not as, like, you know, big in the grand scheme of things right now, like Richter's grandpa, realizing that his quiet little place of passivity and hiding
Right.
away and
He doesn't
recluse,
have even that.
He
Yeah.
doesn't even have that anymore. So
Yep.
he has to join the fight, even if it's probably going to end up with him dying. He's going to go out as a Belmont,
yep.
proper, full-on, drip-lorded out,
Oh yeah, yeah.
which is just...
With his
I'm
wedding
sure there's
band on his
some
finger.
people out there that know like exactly what that outfit like means
sure.
and everything, and they're like, "Oh,
Yeah,
he's
it's
wearing the."
It's an end game item from, you know,
Yeah, or something,
this-
but-
one of the games.
Yeah, but it felt so fan servicey in a way that I didn't understand.
Right.
But I was like, "Hey, it looks good." I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
"Let's go, old man. You eat that outfit up."
Right.
But then we've got absolutely dorky.
Yeah.
Like flirting and stuff going on now with Annette and Richter.
And the thing is, so I love it.
It feels very Castlevania.
It feels very Castlevania. I love that we're getting it. I
Right.
love the idea of them two being together and all of
Yes.
that stuff. Yes, all of that. It was
very sudden.
It was definitely not of a similar vibe to the rest of the episode, you know.
Right.
But
yeah, it's
but
a weird
like,
thing with this episode. It felt kind of disjointed, but like the
scenes that we got
scenes
great.
that we got, they were great. Yeah, it's just
Right.
the connective tissue between a lot of it felt very
a little
erratic,
off,
a little
yeah.
sporadic.
Right.
But having them banter while dealing with vampires,
Right.
pretty sure those were vampires.
Yes. They then show up. Yeah.
But then they were in like different like old culture armor and stuff and looks and things, and I'm just like,
yeah,
like there were things where I'm just like, wait, where did they get that stuff? Why are they using that stuff? I don't know.
I mean, hey,
It's cool.
Cool design. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, like,
cool designs. And to be fair, as far as a way to keep the fight dynamic, but then also quick. It's a way to be like, hey, we want this fight to not last too long, to seem nice and scary. Oh, they grab his whip and all that stuff. All right, cool.
Yeah.
But a lot of them have metal on them, and therefore Annette wins.
Annette
You know,
automatically
like,
wins.
Like she's the bard.
She's
that's
tough.
Like, you know, I have heat metal. Are they wearing armor? Are they wearing armor? Are they? Oh, they are. Okay,
they are.
cool.
That's
You know,
lovely.
Yeah.
If they can't land a hit on me, I win.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's just there's no question. You can't run or anything. The way
Right.
in which the one that had like blades coming out of its forearms, I was like, wait, is this a night creature? Like,
Right.
maybe this isn't a vampire, and it just ripped out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
If I'm a vampire that theoretically has like, you know, some regenerative capabilities and I'm immortal and all that stuff, and I'm, you know, it's all the, okay, how can I make
I'll
myself as
graft
deadly as possible?
Blades onto my bones. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why
Sure.
not? You know, like,
Totally.
what's the worst that could happen? Oh, shit. You know, then you run into
A metal bender.
a metal bender, right? You know, suddenly you're up against Magneto and you're like, well,
I used gun. I should have worked.
I
but
got, it feels
power
almost like,
of love allowed her to stop the bullets just at the right time. You know.
it almost feels like when you make like an expensive purchase and you're like, was it worth it? Well, I got this many years out of it. The vampire's like, I got 300 years of good use out of those blades. You know,
Worth.
I'd do it again.
Worth. Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, but holy shit, that hurts. Like,
Yeah, I do love the way the Mook fights have been upgraded in this show.
Yes.
Castlevania did them pretty well, I would say, all things considered. But mook fights have been upgraded quite a bit. And the way I kind of explain this is just that Vampire Messiah called a whole bunch of vampires out of the woodwork from all areas of the world, and they're like, "Yep, we're excited for an Age of Night, absolutely." Yeah,
we were sort of doing our thing also when Dracula was going around, but then we felt the changing of the winds, and we decided discretion is the better part of immortality. So
now we're coming out.
We're coming out.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. Sure, why not? But it's fun to have Drolta's backstory end up bringing her a little bit of empathy with regards to her situation, because she was in a position where if she didn't have power, she didn't have the means to actually like do anything or protect anybody. And the aspects of her goddess that she was doing was basically helping the needy, helping those that were powerless to help themselves or didn't have the means for that.
And she turned herself into a full-on vampire when she's like, that wasn't enough anymore,
Right, and
like,
she was about to die.
Yeah.
And then she almost died again.
Right.
So her situation is one where I like that her means to then do whatever she's been wanting to do since then. Because I still don't understand necessarily where she then gets the motivation to then go into this there. But I like that it's I am a servant. That is my motivation. It is that simple.
Yep.
And so I'm in a world right now where things are properly tumultuous and fucked in many different situations. And if she wholeheartedly believes that this goddess could incarnate in the world and would bring about, some new age or what have you, then her motivation is that simple. It's religious fervor, but of her own, flavor.
Well, and I think there's another layer to it too.
Sure.
Where in this episode where Drolta's back, so we get backstory for her, that makes sense. And we're asking the question of, are vampires just monsters or whatever, right? And we're seeing Tera in her early stages of being a vampire, and so it makes sense to see where Drolta started. But the other side of that is that this is where Drolta ended up.
Yes.
She might have started in that sympathetic place, and it's like, okay, awesome, but...
That was it, 500-600 years ago.
But that's 500-600 years ago, right? Tera might not kill her daughter right now.
Yes.
She might not kill her daughter ever. But at some point, the need to feed is going to keep stacking up to the point where it's human beings are food. That's kind of just how it is.
Right.
And then, eventually you're something semi-similar to Drolta, right?
Yeah, and there is something fun with that, given that pretty much every vampire that we've encountered has been a really old vampire.
Yeah.
Like that's been kind of the point of this story, is that all the ancient evils are waking up and being like drawn together. But we do have Tera, and Tera is this fascinating, fun exploration of is she soulless just because she drank some blood, or her blood was drank, then vampire venom blood was injected in, or what have you? Is it because she kills and feeds on humans? We've seen how in this situation of history right now, which I love the context of.
Oh yeah.
France is eating itself right now. Like we have full on class warfare right now, and it's bloody. It's vicious.
Heads are rolling.
And even if you have a whole bunch of soldiers, maybe even being incompetently led, that's still human life being just absolutely just butchered. So, yeah. Nobody's clean in this story in that regard, because then it's we always thought about what vampires even were, and we almost kind of thought it was fun.
And even if you go back to like the origination of vampires as an idea in fiction, it's a way to have a layer of indirection and get at the barbarism of humanity, right?
Yep.
But there's also that whole idea that because you then turn it into effectively an other, right? Then it's easy to treat it reductively and simply, right? That's not a person, that's a monster, that's a vampire, that's a whatever, right? And it's no, that's actually even if the specifics in this show where vampires are real are a little bit different, that's still a very human thing to do, right? The abbot is still a human, and hey, look at all the wonderful things that he's
imagine if he
helping
lived for
happen.
500 years. I don't
wouldn't
think
want
it
that
would
either,
make him better,
No, generally not.
Which is kind of the fun aspect of Alucard, and thus having gone through his whole transformation as a character over the course of the story, is that he's now got that like context to where he now looks at the dead humans and is like, I'm so sorry. Like
I would bury you if I had the time.
I have the empathy and respect and honor to show to even those that
I didn't know.
There's no thanks I'm getting for doing this. This is just my own heart here.
Right.
I have a soul.
Yeah.
But even so, I am a creature of violence. I am going to go and do a lot more killing before this is all done. So, fun kind of dynamic here. We are setting up a little bit of the incompetence of the heroes to being why they end up getting properly tracked and followed here. The Richter monologuing about how I hope the vampires in Paris are, going to be better than this. Being actually called out as a stupid thing to do is fun, but it is still playing into the heroes say the one thing that actually like allows them to be followed.
That was one that I was actually not as sure about, because the other guy was like watching them. So maybe even with the vampire hearing, he didn't hear them talking about how they were going to go to Paris, because that's what
they were going to follow them. I think it's more that he was going to report back that he found them. And what probably ended up happening is along the way bumped into other vampires that were all on the looking out for their group.
Sure.
And then they're like, go grab whichever one's like separated, and probably the weakest, which to be fair, that's you, Richter. Richter, you are the weakest link right now in this trio. Like well, you got upgraded recently.
Yeah,
but if all three of them were to jump you, they would have won. If Annette did not show up, you would have lost.
Their plan was good. They grabbed your whip, kept that away from you. Ah, shit, he's got the magic. Okay, that does complicate things.
Well, they prepped their gun person to have a clear shot.
Yeah, but the gun person had a clear shot.
And that would have murked him.
Which I love
magic or no.
Oh, yeah, I love the silliness of I would have dodged that. You would have dodged the bullet?
You mean the buckshot, the spread of bullets? It's got a good spread.
Yeah.
You turn your gun over there, you ain't got a problem over there anymore.
Nope. Yeah.
I'm sure you would have dodged at least 4 of the shots, but maybe not the other 4, which would have torn off a bit of chest and shoulder.
Yeah,
and everything.
I think you could have possibly been in a bad way.
Yeah.
But now they will have some info. Although, just because they know that they're going to Paris. That's going to be and now we'll pick up your trail again, not we'll know where in Paris or whatever to look, for the remains in the mummy and all that stuff. But,
which the idea that they're looking...
Yeah, they also
want it because the second soul, which they brought up before, but the idea that that's tied to the blood, most likely... But she's already drank the blood.
No, yeah, she's drank the blood, so she has
one half of the... But then the heart was offered.
She has one of the soul. She has... Wait.
See what I'm saying? The blood was drank, which was how she's able to, incarnate Sekhmet.
Right.
But the heart, I thought, was something that was offered as part of the ritual. So that's the other part of the soul. That's the other soul, basically. So it's the... Maybe I'm misunderstanding some things here, so we can go back and check that out later. But you see what I'm saying? What part of this are they missing? Are they missing the blood, or are they missing the heart? Because those are the 2 parts, according to Alucard.
Right. And you're saying I might be just fuzzy on the details of when she showed up in the first season, but there wasn't a you're saying there was a heart in. Okay.
No. I'm saying that specifically, the way that they talked about it is that she drank the blood of Sekhmet.
Right.
Which means that's the part that she has.
Right.
But the way they described the heart is that was something that was offered to the mummy, that was basically given.
Oh, no. That's just Sekhmet's body. It's not given to the mummy. It's
I'm getting it mixed up. That it's that Sekhmet's heart is in the mummy, and it's preserved there. So then if they ingested the heart, if
Right,
Erzsébet
exactly.
ingested the heart. Gotcha. I thought
so
it
they
was
need to
that
find the mummy.
Erzsébet gave her heart to the mummy.
No, and that was the whole deal with
And that was the
Richter's joke of like the why would you give it or why would you worry about the mom? You know, like
Right.
Yeah.
So I misunderstood the exposition. then.
But
Okay, gotcha.
yeah, so then I guess what they're setting up then is that Erzsébet went to the place that Alucard visited that had the blood that didn't have the mummy anymore.
Right. Drank enough of it.
Right, but the mummy had been taken.
And they had no idea where it is.
Right, and so now they've got to track it down. Which
Yeah,
all
it'd be
right,
way
cool.
harder for a proper vampire to do any kind of tracking in that regard because one, you have to interact with people without killing them.
Mm-hmm.
Two, you can only move around half of the time.
When most people aren't working.
Right.
Yeah.
Three, you then have to like kind of think like a person. Like there's a lot of like, I'm sure you're intelligent and stuff and things like that, but you'd kind of need to like.
Yeah, what you'd basically have to do. Well, no, this is too tongue in cheek.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
best bet would be to wait for the internet to be invented, so that way, you know,
They'll just tell you where it is.
They'll just tell you where it is, right? You know, but now with paper records at best, you know,
yeah.
like. Oh, fuck that. Like, you ain't finding shit.
Yeah, there's probably some old, like, bougie English family that's just like, yes, we keep the old thing there in the manor.
Well, but they probably don't
we
even
bring
know.
our-
But they probably don't even know what it is.
No.
Like if you were a vampire looking around.
How gauche, yes.
You'd be like, oh shit, I've gone through like 7 different like mummies.
Yes.
And none of them are Sekhmet.
Well, actually, do you want to? Okay, I'm gonna bring up actual historical stuff here,
Okay.
revealing my nerddom here.
Okay.
Do you know what people actually did back at this time with mummies?
What?
Straight up, snake oil salesman people marketed mummies, old mummies from like things that they would pillage and take by like colonial powers, as having like super healing like health properties, and people would ingest bits. Yes, this is disgusting, but they would ingest bits of mummy flesh, mummy like fragments of the stuff.
I did not need to know that.
And
that's so gross.
No, it's so gross.
Oh my
but
God.
that is an actual thing that they did back in this time. And so the people that actually were passing it on might literally have bits of Sekhmet in them, which
Okay.
could be an actual fun thing that they bring up here.
Where it's like, you get to it, haha, this is Sekhmet's mummy. What's left of it? Where the fuck's the heart? Oh, we ate that.
No, like people had been, and they could actually have. No, I'm serious.
That would
like,
be such a fun, like, Castlevania way.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
have, like,
real world history get brought up, but in
right.
a way that has a
Yeah,
mechanical. like,
but have like that Fifth Element kind of thing of like, all right, my, you know, my stones, my case, you know, they're not here, you know, like
goated reference.
You just you get to the
Gary
actual
Oldman,
body.
Oh man.
I think the chances of that happening is about negative 0.2%.
Yeah, 0.
But if it
But
did, that would
I
be
just had to bring that because my
amazing.
brain just like my brain just pulled the odd info of things that I've read. Up over the
that
years.
information will absolutely stick in your head.
Isn't that wild
That's
though?
so gross.
But that's how stupid
God.
people would be if like someone who's basically a snake oil doctor or what have you was like, did you know there's special curative properties and giving you the vitality that allowed these bodies to sustain themselves for thousands of years.
So
you know?
I've looked at, it's really fun to go into like libraries and look at like really old books, but specifically there was a point when I looked at like one that's like an old like order book for doctor like medicine.
Oh gosh.
And you can check on the price of heroin, you know, and things like that, right? You know, or whatever. 'Cause, hey, your baby's crying too much. Just you're feeling tired. Take some cocaine.
just
you know,
dose them a
right?
little bit.
Like
oh
you know,
my God. So
give them heroin. They're not crying anymore. You know,
ridiculous. Oh my gosh, yeah. But We'll see. We'll see. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about animated shows in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if anything that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.